Breaking right now at 12:30, 1 week after firing Steve Wojciechowski, Marquette University has found a new head coach to lead its men's basketball program. According to multiple reports, University of Texas head coach and Madison area native Shaka Smart will be the next head coach of the Marquette Golden Eagles. Smart is from Oregon, Wisconsin. He rose to the national spotlight when he took underdog Virginia Commonwealth to the Final Four in 2011. Smart made the NCAA tournament 5 times in 6 seasons at VCU before taking the job in Texas. Well, Marquette has yet to officially announce the hiring. Our Lance Allen is joining us live in the newsroom with the latest.
Well, Ryan, I want to bring in right away Roger Wallace, the sports director at our NBC affiliate in Austin, Texas, KXAN. Roger knows a lot about Longhorns, not only basketball, but football, well respected down there. Roger, thanks for joining us. And first and foremost, what type of a guy is Shaka Smart? We know of him a little bit from his Wisconsin days, but what did he bring to the table?
Hey, Lance, Shaka Smart's all about his players and his program and everything else he does because he has to. But this is a guy that's relentlessly loyal to his players, to his culture. He's an outstanding recruiter. But I think this is one of those situations, Lance, where I think both parties are okay with this. Shaka Smart, 6 years, didn't win an NCAA tournament, did win UT's first ever Big 12 tournament, but that was under some unusual circumstances because they got the free pass into the finals when Kansas couldn't play because of COVID. Outstanding recruiter. It'll be interesting to see if he can bring that Havoc style to Marquette like he did at Virginia Commonwealth. Couldn't really do it as much at Texas, primarily because he recruited so many really good big men, and that kind of changed the style that he had to play with those a lot of one-and-done big men like Jared Allen and Mo Bamba and Jackson Hayes. And this year you've got Kai Jones, who's going to be a 2-and-done. Greg Brown's going to be a 1-and-done. So there's no doubt about his recruiting.
Ease the minds of Marquette fans. You know, why didn't it, you kind of hinted at it a little bit, why didn't it fully work at Texas? And if you look at the record and look at the NCAA results, it's not that much different than Steve Wojciechowski, the preceding guy. So what do you think will work at Marquette and what happened at Texas?
Interesting, because it started, Lance, at the NCAA tournament his first year, and they lose on a half-court shot to Northern Iowa at the buzzer. So there you go. And then the next time they go, they get beat by a Nevada team that nobody knew much about that nearly went to the Final Four. And then, of course, Saturday night was really bad because of the situation. Not only do they get upset as a 3 seed, but they do it to a small private school 3 hours up the road at Abilene Christian that's only been playing Division I basketball for about 8 years. So NCAA tournament record. I think people got frustrated a little bit with the offense. It was more like an NBA offense, a lot of dribble drive, a lot of one-on-one stuff. But Shaka Smart, when he got this team rolling, they were pretty hard to play against. And it happened last year before everything was shut down. They won 5 in a row when it looked like things were really going south. And then this year, they didn't have a bad loss until that loss to Abilene Christian. And they had to deal with a lot of COVID issues like everybody else. But they always had to play, even though they had COVID issues, and won a couple, lost a couple with trimmed down rosters. So it will be interesting. I think he'll recruit their Lance. I think he'll get those guys that will play with a chip on their shoulder. So I'll be interested to see how it works out if, in fact, and I think we all think that this is going to happen.
Roger, I appreciate the insight and the knowledge, and I like the fact that you know our news director, Tim Vetcher, so I'm sure he'll have something special for you. Thanks, my friend.
Right on, Lance. I know he's invested in this decision.
He's more than excited. Roger, thanks for the time. Yeah, and Ryan, we'll move back to you. Some interesting stuff there from Roger Wallace. Great stuff.
Very interesting, Lance. Thank you.